Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are going to go over my absolute favorite half moon, crescent, whatever you want to call it, shape bags. I feel like there are so many that are out right now, and I know it's like a trend that I don't feel like is quite as popular as it once was, but I do feel like this is a very specific style, and if this is what you're looking for, I got you. I did mention that I wanted to do this in my last video, and pretty much as soon as I mentioned it, I kind of decided. Like, I was like,
let me know if you guys want me to film this.
But really, I had already made up my mind. I was definitely gonna film it, so here we are. So if you guys wanna know which 8 bags I think you should look at if you're looking for one of those crescent armpit Y2K bags, then definitely keep on watching. But wait, you already know what I'm gonna say. If you're not already subscribed, explain yourself. I post on Wednesdays and on Sundays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I feel like you're gonna wanna be here when I do. If you like luxury, you like handbags, you like fashion, you like crescent shaped bags, I feel like this is definitely where you're gonna want to be. So you should subscribe if you're not already, and you should follow me over on Instagram if you're not already. It's just the K Danger. I post every single day over there. Every day there's a reel, outfit of the day, something on stories. It's a lot, okay? We post a lot over there, so you should follow me over there if you're not already. And with all that out of the way, let's jump into the video. So jumping into the first pick, obviously I mentioned this video in my Fendi video. So the first pick is gonna be from Fendi. It's not gonna be a surprise to you. It's gonna be the Fendigraphy bag. I absolutely love this bag, and I specifically love it in the mini nano size. It's called the nano. Don't know why I said mini nano, but it's the nano. The nano Fendigraphy is honestly everything to me. I can't even pretend that I'm not obsessed with it. I think it's gorgeous. I love the fact that it's so tiny, but it adds so much to an outfit. And I've said that a bunch of times. Like I said, I mentioned that in my Fendi video. And yet the price point is so good. So that's absolutely one of my favorites. But I have to say the larger size is also reasonably priced. And it's a gorgeous all leather bag. The Fendi detail on the bottom gives it something that some of these other bags don't have. They come out with this bag in so many different variations. Literally, they have like denim, they have raffia, they have leather, they have canvas. Like there's so much to choose from when it comes to this bag. And the fact that you can also wear it if you get like the micro, I keep messing this up, the nano size of the bag. You can wear that on your arm. You could wear that like as like a little teeny tiny bag like this. You could wear it with a strap if you wanted to get a strap and wear it crossbody. You could definitely do that. I just feel like this is one of the most versatile ones, and I absolutely love it, especially if you're looking for a leather version. I like the canvas versions and denim and raffia, but the leather versions, stop. Actually, there is a denim version that came out a few years back that was like a dark denim, and I loved that. I didn't really love the denim that they did that says Fendi, but the dark denim that they did, especially in the micro,
Oh my God.
in the nano size, I'm gonna leave a picture of it right here. That one is still calling my name. Is it available? No, but it's still calling my name. Next up is another one of my personal favorites. If you guys have been on this channel for any length of time, you will know I'm talking about the Celine Ava bag. I am obsessed with this bag. I'm obsessed with this bag. I absolutely love it. Now, unlike the Fendi one, I like this better in the canvas version. I just feel like the Celine canvas, like monogram Triumph, looks so good, and it's like an understated version of a monogram, so I feel like it's beautiful. It matches with almost everything. In my opinion, this would match with more than like a Louis Vuitton monogram would, and that's just my opinion. Please don't fight me, but I just think this is so gorgeous, and for the price point, this is coming in even cheaper than the Fendi version. It's really unbeatable, and you guys know Celine is so trendy right now. Celine is at the top of their game, so if you are trying to be on trend, you're trying to buy what everybody's buying right now, this is one to definitely look at. Now, I feel like the 2 bags that I've spoken about are kind of understated crescents. Like they definitely have that like smile feature to them, but they're not as exaggerated as some of the other versions of this bag that are available. So one of the more exaggerated ones, in my opinion, probably the most exaggerated one, is gonna be the Louis Vuitton loop bag. I do really like this bag, and I mentioned this in my top 5 Louis Vuitton bags that you can buy. I'll link that video right up here, because I feel like it looks so stylish. It looks so put together. Like no matter what you're wearing, you throw on the loop bag and you're good to go. I love the fact that you have the chain option. I love the fact that you have an adjustable strap. I love the fact that you have a zip pocket on the front. I think it's really a beautiful design, in my opinion. I really don't like the fact that it has so much vachetta, but that's a me problem. But because it does have that adjustable strap, you can wear it crossbody, you can wear it under the armpit like everyone is doing right now. You really have a lot of options here, and this also does come in a bunch of variations. I think it came out recently in a monoglam version. They had a denim version, a black denim, and I think they had a blue wash denim. And obviously they have the canvas version. Honestly, it's beautiful. I wish that they would come out with like a monogram version with maybe like black trim, not vachetta. Listen, the idea's there, okay? I honestly just think this is a really beautiful version, and I know a lot of people really are just like die-hard fans for monogram, and if that's you, and if you're looking for a bag that can be used as like, you know, a crescent shape, and you don't mind that this one is like really crescent, like this is like really crescent. This is looking like not even like a crescent. This is like when the moon is like this, like that. That's what this looks like in my opinion.
I don't know what that's called. Was that like a waning? I don't know nothing about the moon. Okay, stop.
Now I'm going to talk about a brand that I do not talk about on this channel, and the reason I think is obvious, but this is definitely not my brand. I'm not saying anything is wrong with you if you like this brand, but this is not my brand. Me and this brand like are opposites. I'm talking about the Row, guys. The Row. I know everyone's obsessed with the Row right now. That's just not, it's not my brand. Like, I don't know what else to, it's just not me. I feel like the Row is very focused on like understated, you know, quality materials. But if you look at the Row piece, you would never know like that's from the Row. That's really not what I'm about. And I like really girly, frilly things. And I feel like the Row is not that whatsoever. However, if we're gonna talk about crescent moon shaped bags, how can we not bring up the Row? I mean, the bag is literally called the half moon bag. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. So this bag is obviously very different from all the other bags that are gonna be on this list. I feel like this has gained a lot of popularity. Even Alyssa Lenore has one of these. I'll link a video. Maybe she did an unboxing. I'll link it right up here. But even though you know this is from the Row because this is a very clear shape, like there is no other bag that I am aware of that has this exact shape. It's a very asymmetrical moon shape and it is just a shoulder bag, but this is also on the less expensive side, especially for the Row, because the Row be so expensive. The Row, the prices are insane. It'd be like a white t-shirt, $700. What the fuck? But for the fact that this is a designer brand and the fact that this is a very expensive designer brand, I feel like the price on this is really not bad, and it is a leather bag. And like I said, it doesn't offer you like that logo mania that some of the other bags do. I don't think the Row is like well known enough by people that are outside the luxury space for them to know that this is like a luxury piece. So that's something that this offers that some of the other bags don't. And again, it does have that really unique asymmetrical vibe to it. I think it's really cool. It's definitely, like I said, it's not for me. This bag is not my bag, but I know that it is definitely something that if you have like a cool girl aesthetic, I say this all the time on my channel, you wear a lot of beige, a lot of, you know, understated luxury, I feel like this is definitely gonna be one for you. Now, probably the cheapest on this list.
No, that's not true.
I do have one bag that's less expensive than this. And I say cheap as in less expensive, not cheaply made. But the least expensive bag is actually coming later. But the second least expensive bag is gonna be the Gucci Gigi Mini Ophidia bag. I can't get the name of that bag right because I feel like all their bags are named the same. Just like Chanel with their like clutch on chain. Like I can't keep up, my guy. But this bag is absolutely one of my favorites on this list. First of all, the price point. Yes, it's a huge check for me, huge check. But on top of that, this is a very timeless bag. Even though it is obviously a trendy shape, I feel like this, because it's in that Gucci monogram that literally has been around since like, who even knows? Because of that, and because you do have the Gucci web also on this, and because you have an adjustable strap, like you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. You've got everything going for you with this bag. I feel like this can be worn with so many different things. It looks like it hugs the shoulder a little bit more, like it's a little closer to the pits than some of the other bags, but it is an adjustable strap, so you do have the option to obviously make it a little bit longer, a little bit shorter should you need. I don't know why you would need, but should you need. And honestly, I just feel like this gives such Y2K vibes, and really I don't feel like if you didn't want to spend like, let's say $1,700 on a Celine Ava, but you want something monogram, and obviously the Louis Vuitton version is like $2,300, $2,400. So if you didn't want to spend that type of money, but you still want like something with a little monogram on it, something with a little something, something, I feel like this is, look this way. Now moving on to probably the most expensive bag on today's list, and this is gonna be my pick from Dior. If you guys saw my best and worst Dior handbags video, I'll link it right up here, but you probably know exactly what I'm gonna talk about because I did speak about this bag in that video. This is the Dior lounge bag. To me, this bag is absolutely stunning. It's made of Dior's like delicious lambskin leather, which if you've ever touched a Lady Dior, you already know. You already know what it is. It comes in a bunch of different colors, and on top of that, the chain, the strap is basically what sells me on this bag. You literally have a half chain, half leather strap, which I think is so unique. It's so beautiful, and I just feel like it gives it such a girly vibe. So if you're like me, you're somebody who doesn't really go for, you know, these more, I don't want to say masculine, but I feel like the half moon shape is like a little more on the masculine side. If you're somebody who's like me, who dresses a little bit more feminine, and you're looking for something that is this shape, this is the one. The zipper has a little CD hanging off it. It's like the most adorable thing I've ever seen. And like I said, this is the most expensive one on the list, but I will say, I feel like it shows. When you look at the bag, I feel like you can see there was a lot of work that went into that canage print. There was a lot of work that went into that chain / leather strap that you have. You know, you have that zip detail. So I feel like it's definitely worth the price tag. And again, if we're talking about Dior, Dior is expensive, okay? Dior's prices are usually way worse than this. So, or not worse, but like way higher than this. So really, I think this is a really great way to go, because this is not a bag that is just so popular. Like, not everybody knows about this bag. Like, I had to do some research for that Dior video that I did before I found this bag. I feel like it's not gonna date in your collection. So another brand that I don't really talk about much on this channel, and not because I don't feel like we would jive, like the Ro and I we're not besties, but I feel like this brand like is fine. There's no, I don't really see a conflict there, but I just don't really keep up with it. And that's Mew Mew. I feel like they're having a minute right now. If you have logged onto the internet, you know that everyone's into Mew Mew, the ballet flats, the bags, like they are just, they're having a minute, and I feel like we should allow them their minute. So I'm not gonna take the spotlight away from them. We're gonna shine some light on the Wander bag. And I don't know if that's the full name, but the full name that I saw on the website was long as hell, and I'm just not gonna say it. So you see what I'm talking about. Actually, this bag is more expensive than the Dior one, so I didn't even realize that when I said that the Dior one. Oh, I didn't realize that. So if it were up to me, I would probably go with the Dior one, because I feel like it wouldn't date in your collection as much as the Mew Mew one would. I feel like because Mew Mew is having such a moment right now, in a couple years, maybe like 3-4 years, we're gonna look at this bag and it's gonna be obvious. Like, this is the time that we bought it. This is when it was popular, because it was so well known. So for me, the Dior one is a little bit more timeless. However, if you are the kind of person who really follows trends, and I know there are tons of people like that out there, but if you're one of those people, this is probably the one from this list that you're gonna wanna go with, because this is probably one of the trendiest, most popular bags that I'm gonna talk about today. It is very noticeable because not only does it say Mew Mew on the bag, but it also has that, like, I don't even know what the frilliness, it's not fringe. You see this and you know that this is the Mew Mew bag that everybody is talking about right now. So I really love that about it. But I also think that the fact that this has a crossbody strap is a huge plus. A lot of the other bags don't come with that option. I mean, there are some obviously that do, but like the Ro bag is strictly a shoulder bag. This one looks like it's strictly a shoulder bag because that handle is fixed on there. You can't take that off. But if you wanted to, for like convenience purposes, throw it on as a crossbody, you have that choice too. So honestly, I think that for a trendy bag, it's shockingly usable. So I decided to save the least expensive bag for last. So we're gonna talk about Pollen. You guys know I mentioned Pollen in a previous video that I did. I'll link that video right up here. If you're looking for more contemporary options of handbags, I did a whole video, so I'll link it right up here. But I had to mention Pollen, you guys. I feel like the bags at Pollen are so well priced and they're so well made, and it's just like, it confuses me that this is even able to happen. Like, how is this possible? So the bag that I want to talk about today is the Numero Dix, and this is just one of the coolest options. I feel like this is another one similar to the Ro, where like if you have really, you're just like cool. You're like effortlessly cool, you and your neutrals, besties. Like, I feel like this is gonna be a great one, and for a fraction of the price of literally all of the other bags that I talked about today. I feel like the fact that this has like those hanging straps, if you choose to wear it as a shoulder bag, I feel like that's kind of cool, honestly. It's not like my style, but I can look at it from here and objectively say that that is a cool feature of the bag. If you're not into luxury, you would not know what this is at all. There's no way. Like, you would see this bag and you would just think that's a really cool bag. Like, I wonder where it's from. You could tell that it's made well, but you're not gonna immediately,
oh my God, that's Pollen.
Unless obviously you're like us and you're obsessed with luxury. I just think, especially if you're into your neutrals, because you know Pollen is a neutrals girl, okay? If you're into your neutrals, this is such a good one. And if you want the trend, because let's be honest, the half moon bag is a trend. If you want the trend, but you don't wanna break the bank, you don't wanna shell out $28.50 for a Mew Mew bag, you don't wanna shell out $2,800 for a Dior bag, I feel like this is just the perfect way to go. So yeah, guys, those were my 8 choices for crescent shape handbags. Let me know what you guys think about my choices down in the description box. No, down in the comments. Do you feel like I missed anything? Do you feel like some of these options are really not the best options? Do you hate anything I mentioned? Definitely let me know. I'm really curious. I'm really curious. Are you guys really into the crescent moon shape? I feel like it really had a surge. Like there was a minute where everyone was obsessed with it, and now that's definitely died down a little bit, but it's definitely still a trend. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I post every single day over there, and that's all I have to say. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Not me having to leave for work in like 20 minutes and starting the video now.